Hey everybody, Justin here for an exciting episode of Marvel Champions, the living card game. My hope was to get more content for this on the channel because I used to do some with paper, and I was playing with paper, and it's just tough to get all the cameras set up, and I don't think it's not that well. So there's this great mod that I found that I'm using on Tabletop Simulator that I'm only actually using mods that cards that I actually own. So I'm still buying the game in paper because I do enjoy playing it in paper. However, I don't, it's hard to record, and I think this works nicer for even you guys at home. So hopefully this can also bring more consistent Marvel Champions content to the channel. That would be pretty sick. So with this one, instead of doing just a normal trying to deck out against villains, we're actually going to do a campaign. We're going to try a campaign with our boy Flash Thompson to see how this goes. So with the campaign, with my setup, I just need to record my identity, and we're Venom. Flash/Venom. So cool. Okay, so Flash, you can control one additional upgrade that has the restricted keyword. Setup, discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a weapon upgrade, and then I add that card to my hand. My hero form is 1/2/2, and I can control one additional upgrade that has the restricted keyword, and Symbiotic Bond. Resource, take 1 damage, generate a wild resource limit once per phase. We're going up against Crossbones because that is the first step of the rise of the Red Skull campaign. So his is, while he has a weapon, his attacks gain piercing, so we discard any tough status cards from the target before dealing damage. I've created all this stuff. We're all good to go. Going to shuffle this deck up, reveal the first main scheme. So when it's revealed, I reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck, which is the Exosuit. +1 scheme, +1 attack. Spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. Shall we see what our opening hand is, which is, I believe, 6 cards? Yes. Interesting. Okay. So we can use, these two kind of cover themselves, but they don't really do anything else. So I'm just, is it good to just get these going on the get-go, right? She requires me to stun or confuse a minion, but still having a chump blocker out doesn't seem like a bad deal. I think what I'm going to do is, because we have the power to generate resources. No, but we do also get a weapon. Yeah, we're just going to sit here and see what happens. Alright, I'm not going to complain about that. We're going to go to setup, and we discard cards until we discard a weapon upgrade. To be honest, the the mulliganing and still figuring that out is one of the hardest parts of this game for me, and I also have not played Flash Thompson, so we're kind of curious to see how this is going to go. Should be fun. Let's give it a shot. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play Spider-Girl. She is not going to confuse anyone, but she is a chump blocker for me, which seems pretty sick. We're also going to switch into Venom mode, and I'm going to play this Hall of Heroes too. I don't know if that's good, but that's what we're doing. We're playing the Hall of Heroes. We're going for it. I am going to take a damage to generate a fist resource to pay for dropkick, so I'm going to deal 4 damage to this enemy. And if I paid for it with only fist icons, I stun that enemy and I draw a card. So we're going to stun Crossbones, and we're going to draw a card. I am going to use this to pay for my pistol. We're then going to take a shot at our boy Crossbones. Pumping this up because when you use one of Venom's basic powers, I exhaust Venom's pistol and he gets +1 to that power for that use. So we're going to deal 3 damage, putting him down to 5. This Spider-Girl I'm going to leave for any minions that might come up or other things, because right now we actually have a pretty good handle on how things are. So we're going to ready, we're going to draw up to 5 cards because that is my hand size. We got Miles Morales, +3 hit points, Bug, seems sick. Locked and Loaded, seems sick, and Genius. Honestly, this hand seems kind of sick. Alright, so we go to the villain phase, we do the scheme. This guy would attack, but he's stunned, so instead his stun token goes away. And then we get evil card, which is Weapon Master. So the villain attacks us, and if he has a weapon, this card gains Surge. So he's going to attack us for 2. We're not going to defend, we're just going to take the 2, and it's going to boost into 4. So we're going to go down to 7. So we can discard this, and then that's going to surge into Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. So see you later. I think Hall of Heroes is going to do less for us. So did I just pay a card and another card to essentially just discard that? Yes. I did, and I'm okay with it. So we have 7 HP. That still is a good chunk. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do Locked and Loaded. We're going to search our deck for a weapon and add it to our hand, because we really want our multi-gun. That seems kind of really nice here. So I'm going to take a damage and use this genius to play multi-gun. That looks fun. So this does a bunch of things. It deals damage to an enemy. It removes threats from a scheme, and it also deals damage to minions, which is kind of nice. I think we want Bug out here. I think Bug is good, because what Bug can do is Bug can take a damage. Ow. And remove a threat from this. We can then attack here, putting this up to 3. Which heals the damage on Bug. So I don't think we actually want to kill Crossbones yet, because that opens the next stage. I think we want to do that after he has a window to attack. Spider-Girl, you're probably going to chump this. So I should have actually had her thwart and have Bug do the thing. But, you know, we're learning. So we're going to ready everyone. We're going to draw 5 cards. 5 damage. If you play for this only using Lightning Bolt, this gains Overkill. Run and Gun seems really good. Project Rebirth also seems really good because we can actually shift over to that. And I mean, Mockingbird is just kind of huge as well. All right, this is going to go up to 1. This guy's going to make an attack. We're going to have Spider-Girl block it. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4. Spider-Girl do be dead. She'll be back though. She's a superhero. Can't keep her down. Draw our evil card for the turn. Hard as Nails. When revealed, give the villain a tough status card if you cannot heal 3 damage from it instead. That's actually kind of really minor. That's actually kind of totally a-okay. So we have a ton of things we can do here. We have a ton of different options. So we're going to send Bug in. To get rid of this tough card. Thanks, Bug. Super helpful of you. I think what we also do is we send in Venom to get the 2 damage on this one. I believe that then advances. Next phase. See ya! When revealed, search the counter deck and discard pile for Crossbones machine gun and attach it to Crossbones. Let's search machine gun. There it is. Shuffling counter deck. Okay. He has 2 per player ammo counters on it. Zoop. Zoop. When attacks. Cool. So now. Okay, this is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm going to spend this for a blue, and then use this, and probably this This is an expensive thing to get rid of, but I am going to use it. I want to get rid of this exosuit. Sorry, you should have healed, Bug. We're then gonna multi-gun this guy down to 12. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Seems like a good deal. And then I'm going to use Savage Attack to pay for this Project Rebirth. We're then going to flip into this mode, and I'm going to use this to heal 3 damage from me. We then ready everything. I'm going to keep Mockingbird out because that's kind of huge. And I think this next turn is we're gonna absolutely destroy. We're gonna crush it. Assuming nothing really bad happens, but we'll find out, won't we? This is gonna go up to 2. He is then going to scheme for 2, 4, which is going to get rid of this one, and then this one over here turns into the Infinity Stone. Inside the Project Pegasus facility, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stone stored within. This flips into the Infinity Stone, reveal the top card of the Experimental Weapons deck, which is attached villain gains Retaliate 1. Okay, that's a tiny bit annoying. I'm not going to lie. That is a tiny bit annoying. Our evil card, I can place a threat on the main scheme. That ain't a problem. Okay, so that was his first booth. That was our first card. That was our second card. That was our third card. Okay. I had this sneaking suspicion that I might have forgot a phase, but no, we move fast. An aggression deck, they do move fast. Admittedly, they do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have 8 health, so we're pretty much unkillable. We're going to choose to draw a card. And then we're flipping into this mode, and we're ready to kill you, buddy. He has Retaliate 1, but the hope is that we can just, like, kill him before that. This guy doesn't even have guard. He's just here having a good time. So we're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. This doesn't count as an attack, so I believe that does not trigger Retaliate, but I'm going to check the rules reference just to make sure, as I'm still, like, learning this game. I'll never master it, I don't think. I don't play it nearly as much as Arkham. After this character's attack, deal X damage. Okay. So we need to generate 10 damage. We have 5 damage on this card, which we can use the energy to give it overkill. And then we have 2. Oh, we're more than fine. So we're going to do it a basic attack. So we're at 2, 3. We can use this to do 5. Which puts us down to 7. And then we can just do a Savage Attack, which will retaliate again, putting us down to 6. But we'll deal 5 damage to an enemy. Easy. Easy. He's defeated. Okay. Get in the void. So, in that case, we now go to victory. Each player chooses one of the tech upgrades from the Hydra campaign set and adds it to their deck. Here, let's get these guys out. Laser Cannon. Discard this card and remove from the campaign log. Deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. Discard this card and remove it from your deck. Search your discard pile and for an ally and put it into play. No. Draw 5 cards. That seems cool. Okay. So I think right now for me, it's between obviously these 3. I think this one doesn't make the cut. This one just kind of like, it's fine. It's not for this deck. Our allies aren't too impressive. We have Bug, we have Spider-Girl, we have Mockingbird, and we have the Spider-Man. I believe that's it, right? Yeah. This is kind of just like a stun and kill deck. 5 cards is always sick. A nice panic button to deal 5 damage, I think, is even sicker. Adrenaline stims to heal 5 damage and ready our hero also does seem really nice with this build. But I think we're going to... Venom can't say no to a sick laser cannon. How can he, right? He loves the weapons. He loves the weapons. So in the next one, we're going up against Absorbing Man, who I remember being pretty simple. But we'll see that for the next episode. This is a shorter video. But as I said, my goal is to just get more consistent Marvel champions on the channel. Hopefully that this view also worked better for you guys, so you could easily pause the video to see what they were. Obviously, big thanks to the mod creator for creating the mod. And yeah, I'm hoping to make more of this in the future. Let me know in the comments if I messed anything up. As I said, I'm still trying to learn. Less about playing optimally and more about me trying to actually just figure out what the frick I should be doing to play the game correctly. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for the next episode of Marvel Champions next week. Have a good one, and as always, GG's!